You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Did he write for Bleek?
Yeah, did he write for Bleek?
Yeah, man. Of course. Jay helped Bleek out on a lot of shit. I mean, you can hear it. You just don't get it. Come with it. Fifth load of slugs that the rush sing it fitted. It's M.E.M. rock. Just pay attention. He always cheated for Bleek. He had to cheat for Bleek, especially if us three was on record together. Because if I ain't right there with Jay, too far behind him, come on, man. Bleek wouldn't have stood a chance. That's my brother. Bleek, no.
Yeah, I don't even think he trying to disrespect Bleek or nothing like that. I think he just stating the facts. I mean, I'm pretty sure Bleek has said this before, but I think he will own up to it. Like, it's no secret Jay wrote for Bleek. We all knew that back in the day.
He was doing a Dynasty album, and every record that we all supposedly got on, it always was this me and Jay on the verse. And then one day I came in the studio, let's just say it was 5 records. That was me and Jay, and Bleek was supposed to be on them. And he wasn't on none of them, like for weeks. And one day I come to the studio and Bleek on 4 records. Damn, when he do them? So I wasn't there, so I don't know how they sessions went. But I know he had a little assistance. He got Holly you.
I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna get into this Joe Budden clip though, because they broke this whole situation down. They had some interesting opinions.
Tracks. And then Beans, to me, gave me some vindication this week when he did the interview where he talked about the fact that when him and Jay and Bleek were on the same track, that Jay was writing for Bleek. Right? He was saying he was always trying to give him an advantage. And the reason I say that is because that's another reason. Hope clearly saw him as competition. And so he was always trying to keep the race tight because he understood how dope Beanie Sigel was. And I think in this room, because there's such an anti-Philly bias and so much Philly hate in this room.
Oh, we love Philly.
We love Philly.
It's
Beans is fire.
But what?
For starters,
That was your vindication?
yes.
Well, one, you started wrong though, because initially you told us Beans was washing Hove,
And 4 seconds later, I took that back.
but that's where it started. It wasn't no anti-Philly or nothing like that. It was like, whoa, that statement you made was a little crazy.
Wasn't crazy.
Then it's crazy.
Wasn't crazy.
So then, once you said he either kept up or bested him on some records, you're like, oh no.
You agree? You
Everybody
agree with that statement? You agree with that statement?
That he kept up or bested him? Yes.
On every record.
Kept
No,
up
not
or
everyone.
bested? Yes.
No, not on every record.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we
Yeah, right.
did.
So talking about him, because I hear people saying he's snitching, right? That basically, if somebody's writing for somebody, you can't come out and say, "Yo, he wrote for him."
I was
going to
ask for clarification on the difference.
And my thing is, well, Mark,
It's not snitching. It's not even ghostwriting. That was not a secret. I remember that. It was not a secret that happened.
said was his vindication, and your rationale behind it is crazy to me. Yo, if me, you, and Joe rap, but y'all rap better than me, and we all crew.
Someone give me a little bar.
Yeah, why the fuck would y'all want us to all be a team and a crew and putting out a project, and y'all just belittling me on the raps, and I can't keep up with y'all? But that don't mean that Joe writing my shit because he is looking at you like a threat. He writing my shit because he want the team to come in representing.
I think another way to look at it is I'm trying to keep you in your place. So if we assume that if me, you, and Joe is a rap crew, right? And we assume Joe is the best, far-fetched, but let's assume Joe is the best, right? And then it's me and you, right? And I think
you better than me.
Right, but I think but what I'm saying is I'm trying to compete with Joe, and Joe really trying to compete with me. You know, actually, this actually works out. In real life, it would be y'all two, right? Y'all just... And you're from Philly, so it works out perfectly. It actually works out perfectly. If Joe starts slipping raps, like, yo, I want to make sure you keep up with Ish. I want to make sure Ish stay in. That's the idea, is that he's on the low, he's trying to keep Beans and Bleek in the same place.
All right, now let me hold on. Now, hold on.
I know, that's my interpretation. I'm telling you, that's my reading.
All right, now, what about if I'm Jay, and y'all are both my artists, I want y'all to look good.
True.
That's it.
If I know I gotta write your shit,
I'm eating off of this. Okay, cool.
So why not somebody who can rap?
This is my man. I got my man.
He's my man from home.
From the little man.
I never liked it. I mean, he wrote. The thing is, first of all, Jay admitted that he wrote for Bleek since day one. He's talked about it literally from the first album. Coming to Age, he wrote, and part 2, he wrote that too. So at some point, and according to Beans, if he's writing all your hits and all your best verses,
That's not all your hits and best verses. One.
I said according to Beans. I'm not saying I don't know if it's true or not. But if that is true, then at some point it's like, what's the
and at that time, if you didn't keep up, we saw what happened to H Money Bags on Hot 97. How he just when he was on there, how shout out to him, but was no longer at that time. It was you have to keep up with the who was who and make sure you sound good, or it'll look bad on your team.
I guess.
That's it. I don't think him writing for Bleek is not. I don't think he wrote for him completely, but I don't think him giving him balls was anything far fetched.
I still think that's snitching. What Bean said, because whole writing for Coming of Age 1 and 2, those are back and forth records, and a lot of times when two artists do a back and forth record, one usually writes more, if not the whole shit. Especially if one is an experienced rapper and the other one really isn't. I'm gonna write my verse. I'm gonna write your verse. I'm gonna show you how to do your verse so we can do this track together. That's not the same thing as your biggest hits that I'm not even on, or your biggest records. He wrote those too.
Here's why it's
that's different conversation.
Here's why it's not snitching me. One, again, Jay already talked about it. Two, Dame Dash 2 weeks earlier said, "Yo, he wrote for Bleek." Right? Dame Dash literally said the same thing 2 weeks ago. So if it's already out there. It's like y'all was saying to me about Luther in the second. Like if it's already out there, then me saying something about it is different. You know what I mean?
No, it's not.
How? How's it snitching if people already know?
Right.
Cause y'all both rats. It could be two rats, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Like it don't gotta be one rat. If y'all both ratted, y'all both ratted. And nobody confirmed it. So if you got up there, it could have been my word versus his word. Now you get up there and say, nah, it's two rats.
The CEO saying it to me is a little different than another rapper saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like if another rapper said, I'd be like, that's just his word versus
You standing in your Philly bias.
Did Ho say I wrote the Coming of Age records, or did he say I wrote Bleek records?
He said he wrote Coming of Age records.
Okay, so
that, and then Dame Dash said he wrote Bleek's records. I'm not saying it's true or not. I don't know. I'm just saying, but
do me a favor. Go downstairs and fire up the DeLorean. If you start the DeLorean, I think we can bring this info back and make a change in how history was fucking written. Like, for real. What y'all think?
Yeah.
You hear you niggas?
Back to the future shit.
Do you hear these niggas? They will get trapped and start having the hole, and neither one gonna let it go. In closing, Bleek got too many hits for anybody to say something to him about any of it. Like a Bleek set list is a Bleek set list. There is no disrespect that you could put on Bleek's name, and this probably won't be the last that you hear of stories from people that have had a falling out with all things Rockefeller.
Yeah. Talking about the ones that didn't have the fallout.
Joe, is there a rapper who could write something for you that you would take if it was dope enough?
No. A lyric?
Yeah, like if Hove called you and said, "Yo, I got this. Yo, do this track with me. I wrote the bars for you."
Is Hove producing me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, but it wouldn't be a lyric. Like he's done that before. Hey, the beat is doing this, so try to catch this flow, or I think the hook needs. Rappers need help.
I'm sorry, I mean the whole verse, not a bar, the whole verse,
and not a flow, not a pocket.
No
words. No.
Just curious. I was just curious.
There's no
because he does.
No
that's
need.
what. That's what. I think
I'm the wordsmith.
Yeah, and that's what Hove does. What you said as far as like the pocket and the
that's what producers do.
Yeah, there's somebody that can help you. Like I'm from rappers helping each other.
Damn right.
Just not with.
I used to watch Royce do that.
Royce is the king of that shit. Of hearing something in the beat that nobody else is going to hear and just giving you a different way to attack something. To me, it's the same as ball players helping athletes. But words, I can do the words. Tell me about where you want the direction of the song, the hook, the pocket. The words I can come up with. I don't need help. And I'm not knocking nobody that
takes either.
That takes. Today they got entire writing camps where rappers are getting together and helping each other with the writing. I think and that infiltrated even battle rap a bunch of years ago. So however you get it is how you get it. If a room of 5 of us can come up with something that's going to generate 7 and 8 figures over the course of the next 30 and 40 years, then my pride shouldn't get in the way of that. Is what I'm saying. But I'm one of the best rappers to ever live. I didn't need help with the words.
And if my man took me out to projects and said, "Yo, come with me, I want to change your life," and I'm gonna just pin some shit for you, and you just gotta say it with some emphasis.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, there's not enough of that in the music business where you trust someone.
I'ma come up, hold my own way to what?
Yo, there's some people that have more expertise in what we're doing. They got more experience more knowledge. You could just trust that person and give something a shot. The music business is all about shots.
Yeah.
So try some shit.
Same. I mean, it could, and that pause. That kind of landed on me. Pause.
What do you mean?
Because like before coming up here, I had my own podcast that was doing good, right? And then coming here, I learned so much. I learned so many things about the business from Joe. And just watching things.
You're bleak.
I'm not bleak. No,
I never
watch your
peeped it.
watch your mouth. Because listen, for the first 2 years, it was extremely hard for me to take any form of criticism. But I started to watch shit a little bit, and I started to implement it how I do business. It happens, man.
There's too many niggas out there. Separate from this, there's too many niggas out there that's just cool or want to be the boss of nothing instead of partners with everything.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. That's real shit.
Mm-hmm.
Real shit.
That is so real. A lot of times
you realize it's like a slap in the face. Like, damn. And I'm so headstrong. So as long as I saw the numbers, what I thought, I'm doing, I don't give a fuck. I'm, what it is. And then coming here was like, okay.
It's a whole nother world.
I hear how it sounds sonically. I hear it all.
I mean, I never really cared if Bleek had a ghostwriter or not. Now, if Beanie Sigel had a ghostwriter, man, that would suck, right? Like, that would be tough for me to hear, tough for me to like digest. Like, Beans got a ghostwriter, like that's crazy. Like, I would lose respect, to be honest with you, because Beanie Sigel got a mean pen. If Freeway had ghostwriters, I'd be like, man, Freeway got a ghostwriter. You know what I'm saying? But Memphis Bleek, they interviewed Beans. They asked him some questions. I don't think he was throwing shots at Beans. Throwing shots at Bleek. I think he was just telling it how it was. Like, this is his story. He's telling it, and people already know the story. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Hit that like button. Catch y'all next time.